It is me solely. Welcome back to my channel, a place where I dedicate every video to the expansion of your awareness, right? So today we'll be discussing authenticity, how to be yourself 100% and the importance of being yourself. I want you in a sense to envision and try to imagine what this world would be like if everyone was to just be them, if everyone was just to express who they truly are. Because honestly, the reality is we are living in a society, in a world where uniqueness is being stripped away from us. There's this sense of commonality, like everyone is being advised to be alike. You go to school and you are limited to a specific option of energy expression. Like when you go to school, you have this limited perception or ideology of what you can be. When you look around your reality, your society, a lot of people wear the same stuff for the most part, or at least I guess you can kind of say the media society, just society in normal, the so-called sheeple, and that's the thing. Every sheep is the same except for the black sheep, and in this society we're living in, it is really looked down upon to be different. It's obvious and it's systematically designed that we, in a sense, be like good little pawns, and stick to one program. And if someone chooses to step out of it, then for the most part, people will try to redirect you there. It's like you want to be yourself. Even sexuality, honestly, is an outlet or an outway I can go through. One of the reasons why we are perceiving all of these diversities in sexuality is solely because there's a lot of energy that's coming in regards to the love energy. And because everything at the moment is instantaneously changing, rapidly. Things are rapidly changing, and because of this, there is this, in a sense, movement that's coming in that's one, diverse, and that's, in a sense, being expressed through sexuality. But I do want to say there are a multitude of outlets, but it's predominantly sexuality. And this is because all of this energy that we are channeling, that we are receiving, is directed towards love. This is the frequency we are tapping into, we are allowed to tap into. And love is blind, as they say. Love has no boundaries. Love doesn't see color, it doesn't see sex, and this is honestly the truth. This is the truth. And love, in a sense, is I want to say creation. Love is, for example, you make love when the feminine and the masculine join, right? And what people don't realize is feminine energy and masculine energy isn't limited to this physical body. It can project itself through a man. There was one time in my life, if you guys have seen my previous video on my near-death experience, how I died and everything, I explained how my whole right side was like paralyzed. So I wasn't using my right hand, only my left hand. So I became overly feminine, and yeah, I guess why the reason I'm saying that is, solely the fact that it's not really limited to man or woman. But yes, being yourself, it is very important, to just be you. And be you, be authentic regardless of what other people say, you know, because for the most part we block our blessings by not walking our path, you know, by not, because everyone has an innate internal compass, you know. Some call it the intuition, but we all have this innate compass within us that's directing us, you know, to go here, to go there. And all you really have to do is be yourself. Everyone is so focused, you know, in the outside world, but what people don't realize is this outside world is illusionary. You know, we are experiencing this outside world um, through illusion. It's an illusion. It's not really meant to be taken seriously, you know, because the outside world, which you deem to be outside, me and everything is taking place in here. The brain, it doesn't project your reality outwardly. I mean, the brain doesn't receive your reality. It's not like you're receiving light, and the brain is, your eyes, they don't see, is what I'm trying to say, you know. But what actually happens is you are, in a sense, projecting your reality out, outside of you through your pineal gland, as your eyes are just receptors of light, and your pineal gland is what projects, you know, the world outside. You can also go to my playlists and check out, you know, my playlist that's titled The Energetic System, and you can go look at the third eye and get that breakdown, because I explain what the third eye is and everything, you know. Um, but yes, you know, so to be yourself means to be happy. Honestly, I really feel like that's just, in simple terms, it means to be happy, you know. Because the reality is, you know, I am what I am, and I am what I am. Like, if I was, if I am someone who walks the right path, you know, the right hand path, then this is who and what I am, and this is what satisfies and makes me happy. If I was, you know, a person who walked the left hand path, then this is what I do, and this is what makes me happy, and there's no stopping me, you know, from that. And there's this beautiful quote from this show, you know, the OA. It's on Netflix. You know, this lady, she was talking to her son, and she was like, what you do is doesn't it, what you do, what you win, the medals you win, you know, the things you do, the things you achieve, is not, it's not going to change the fact that you're going to be the man that you were meant to be, you know. Regardless of the experiences you go through, regardless of you know, the life you live, always be true to you, you know, because the reality of it is, no matter how hard you try to fit shoes that weren't made for you, you just won't be able to, you know. You just won't be able to. And the point of me saying that is, the reality of it is, you know who you are and be you, you know. You can also check out the video I previously also made about, you know, the yin and yang symbol, and I talk about effortless living. The yin and yang, you know, it can teach us and show us a lot if we choose to, you know, dissect it and really decode it and understand it. When you do this, you immediately receive a lot of realizations simply through that knowledge, you know, because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. And because this external reality is illusionary, what really truly counts is you at the end of the day, because you know who you are, and that concept resides within, you know. Who you are can't be found out there. Who you are is in here, you know. Somewhere in here. and you know who you are. If you're someone who is suppressing your authenticity because you want something in life, it'll never satisfy you. It'll never satisfy you. Pardon me, I guess my phone is busy, or I was told. Yes. Be yourself authentically. Me, for example, one of the ways I truly stepped into this energy and truly started becoming me, like, because the ancients, they teach, know thyself. Know who you are. Like for example, let me just talk about this. Most people, I really feel like, would perceive this to be feminine, right? And and they would stay away from it even if they're attracted to it, because they have this ideology of a man a man doesn't wear this, a man doesn't do that, but what you tend to neglect is the fact that you are, in a sense, getting lost in light. But I should light is information. What I mean by that is there's a lot of man-made constructs that we humans follow unknowingly. The fear of death, for example. There's good and bad, there's all of these concepts. All of these boundaries, all of these limitations. And I really do feel like becoming who you truly are, to one extent, is releasing boundaries, because most of the time we are not who we are because we are afraid and fearful. We're scared. I made a video with Santos Bonacci yesterday, and we covered the subject, the topic, fear, what fear was. And it was such a beautiful video. I will be releasing that on Thursday. So tomorrow I will be releasing that tomorrow. And it's such a beautiful video. We need to understand that. We need to understand how to overcome our fear. The only thing that's holding you back is you, because no one can truly do anything to you unless you let them. For example, the root of all fear is ignorance. So if you choose to be in a place of ignorance, and you are choosing to be more or less susceptible, to fear. The more you inform yourself, the more you will know. So back to being who you are, back to being your authentic self. For me, I really feel like the journey really began when I studied my natal chart. When I looked into my natal chart, my birth chart. And I offer this service, astrology, natal chart breakdowns. And I highly recommend you get a birth chart reading from me or from another astrologer. The point is that you know who you are, and your birth chart breaks it down. When you study your birth chart, you start to see your demons and your angels. You start to see your weaknesses and your strengths. You start to see what works best for you and what doesn't work best for you. Me, for example, I'm very, very Geminian. So this learning information, absorbing information, communicating, making videos, these are things that I love doing. My Venus is in Taurus, so I love to express myself. I love to, in a sense, look nice. But yes, all of these. And then my Mars is in Sagittarius. So I am someone who is passionate about wisdom, someone who is also, in a sense, connected, to God. To a degree, you can kind of say, because Mars in Sagittarius, I want to kind of say we act in the will of God, in the sense that Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter. Well, we can be very faithful in regards to our actions, you know. So I understand. I understand where my strengths are. One of my strengths are my ability to discipline myself, you know. Another strength is my ability to think long term, you know. So I definitely recommend you get a birth chart, natal chart reading, and you can go online and like get a generated free reading, but computers can't do what astrologers do, you know, because a computer can't connect it. But you know, me and other astrologers, we look at your chart and we connect the dots. Like and the computer will tell you your sun sign is this, but then an astrologer might be able to see, oh, your sun sign is this, but it's opposing your Mars, or it's squaring this. If it's making an aspect, then your sun sign is gonna express itself differently, you know. But yes, you guys, being yourself authentically is important. How you do that is you first face your fears. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid of it? Who are you afraid for? Um, I guess that kind of connects to why you're afraid, because you know most of the time our limitations are outward. You know, 9 out of 10 times the fears we experience, they reside in the external world. Start going within. You know, start meditating. Start just being you, being one with who you are, and start to understand that you are in control. You know, I really feel like that's what being yourself really is. Understanding and realizing you create your reality, you know, and being you authentically, understanding that we are all a unique piece of the puzzle, and we need to start expressing ourselves. You need to start being who you are, because someone out there is looking for you. Just you simply being who you are, maybe being a creative person, making this art piece might help someone lighten up their day, you know, and you really never know what a small change can do, you know. A small change can save a life, literally. Let's say this person is depressed, right? And they're suicidal, but they see this small little artwork you made, I guess you can say, and that gives them hope, you know. Be you, be yourself. We are all needed, you know, in this world. Every single person. There is no such thing as wasted space. We're all here, and we are all here to express something, you know. Some of us are here to express to others what not to do, others are here to express what to do, but I'm gonna step away from that, because the reality is duality is an illusion. The reality is God is the devil. The energy behind death is behind life. The energy Reiki healers, we healers used to heal, is the same energy Satanists used to kill. Unity, baby. But yes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification button so you're informed every day when I upload a new video. And peace. Have a beautiful, blessed day, beautiful soul.